Hello, welcome back to another video. We still have the beautiful egg in the sky, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about something that there's absolutely no reason for me to be walking over here to talk about, but I'm walking over here anyways. Actually, I suppose there kind of is. There is some new artwork available. I don't actually know if I put any of the new artwork up here. I think I did. Yeah, I did. So look at this. We got this adorable frog. I think that's the wrong one, actually. We got this fish. We got this... Oh, I'll just walk. What was I? Walking on the chair. Interesting. Okay. We got this tractor treaded thing. It's way cooler in actual full resolution. We got a woodpecker. We got a... what do you call this? It's a lily pad leaf flower thing. A water lily. That's what it's called. Wait, where's the other frog? Okay, well, we'll just look at the artwork tab. Wait. Oh, you know what? This frog I think already existed. That's the more cool frog. That's the less cool frog. There's a woodpecker. There's no... I think that actually might be a koi, not a goldfish. Oh, there's a firework now. That's kind of cool. So there's a couple new pieces of artwork available. The example... task, the goofy like cloud textured thing that you punched and got points, that's been pulled out of creative inventory. It was actually never intended to be used in game. So it was called example. It's an example of the code to make a task. So if it's in any levels, it can continue to exist. It's not going to hurt anything, but I removed it so I guess new levels can't get it unless you already had one in a previous level, in which case you could go to that level and break it and put it into your, get into your inventory and then use it in other levels as well. And if you really wanted to do that, there's nothing stopping you from that. So this, I can't jump the rail. I'm gonna have to walk all the way downstairs. That's terrible. This was added at request of what's his face. I'm looking to see if I can do something that works a little better. So I really should have put that under a tree, I suppose. So it's fallen leaves if you couldn't tell. But they all obviously are the exact same here. What I want to do, and I don't know if this will work, but I want to see if I can use the rail-like draw type that train tracks would normally use, or cart tracks, I guess, and see if I can't kind of hack that. It's not really hacking it, it's just using it for something it probably is not really intended to, but it's still the same thing. So if you have a leaf that's surrounded on all four sides, the textures will connect on them. And if you have just one by itself, it'll have a different texture, which I don't know what exactly that would be. And then if you have two, the two would connect here. And if you had three, pretty much the junctions would be joined, is the theory. Now, whether or not that'll actually work, I don't know. I have not tried to draw any textures for that yet. But that's the theory, at least, is that I could do that. And you'll have to hold for a second because I'm getting a telephone call. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. That never happens. So where were we? Oh, yeah. So I want to try to do something with the rail-like draw type to do these leaves. But there are also... I probably need to go to nodes. There we go. We have... one of these is just a temporary texture and will be replaced at some point. And what I mean by that is, well, you'll see here. Yeah, so they're actually both the exact same underlying texture, and they just have different hue values of the leaves. So I actually made this, made this in Krita, and it was pretty fun. I had forgotten how fun it is to actually just paint stuff, because it's all just totally, whatever, not make believe, made up. It doesn't need to actually look like anything real in the world. I mean, it should look optimally like leaves on the ground, and I think this kind of captures that. So, and then you can actually go a step further, and you can put the tiles of the leaves on top of this, and you can kind of use that to blend the two together. So, you know, do some breaking up, some scattered leaves there, scattered leaves here. Yeah, so there's that. I'll be adding more later. What's his face had asked for leaves. I think he only asked for them as decals, so you could put them under trees to give an autumny feel. But I thought, well, hey, if we're gonna do leaves as decals, why not do leaves as blocks as well? And then, of course, because they're blocks, we also got them as slabs and all the stairs, which admittedly leaves, you know, you can't really stack into stairs or stuff like that, but this is a make-believe, so nothing really needs to follow the laws of physics or anything like that. Oh yeah, I think I got everything in the kitchen sink. Finally, we have a sink. Now, I don't actually have anywhere to put these right at the moment because I don't have like a break room actually built. You know, this is our break room. Nothing. But we'll pretend that there is a break room. So we have the sink with the granite countertop. So if I do, oh, actually, no, I think if I search cabinet, that's what I want to search. There we go. If we search cabinet, we get all of our cabinets. And the one with the sink as well. So this obviously fits in perfect there. Fits in perfect here. And yes, my friends, you can even dye the countertop with the sink. For just making it easy for myself, the sink is only on the inside. It doesn't cover the top lip at all. And that's just because of the whole dyeing system. To make the metal up here, it would just be a lot of extra work, and I felt like it probably wasn't that important, so I didn't bother with it. That's funny. I thought the door was opened. Did I walk through it? Close the door? Did I close the door? Did the door automatically close? I don't know. Okay. So that's that. This next feature, how do we do this? It's a chat command for, I added the Multihome mod. So I think I do Multihome set. All right, and then we can do Multihome list. There we go. So you are allowed 10 homes, or 10 home positions, I suppose, and you can just use the Multihome command, and that gives you set, delete, go, and list. So you can set positions as home positions, you can list positions, and you can go to the positions typing the name. So for example, we would then do this. If you didn't remember what the exact spelling was, it probably is case sensitive, but I don't know, I haven't checked. You would do multi-home list, and that'll list off your homes. So I have one that's called spawn, so then we'll do multi-home go spawn, and that'll teleport me to spawn. And don't worry, I thought, well, actually, I shouldn't take all the credit for this. This was also wait, what? That's what I wanted to hit. This was also suggested by Dirk on the Discord server to tie this into the builder thing. So now if I try to go to spawn, it'll tell me you don't have permission to run this command, missing privilege creative. So I tied it into the creative privilege because that's already what you get going back and forth between builder and not builder. And it just seemed easiest rather than adding another privilege, which wasn't really needed because if you're a builder, you should be able to set your home positions and then teleport to them. And if you're not a builder, you don't have any reason to be able to do that. Also, you could break games and you could exploit things if you did that. So for example, you could build a level not listed in here anywhere and just have one task on it that gives like 500 XP. And then you could use Multihome to travel to that level while you were playing another level, which would A, make it impossible for anybody to kill you because you wouldn't be there. And B, you could then do that one task, get 500 XP and win the level. So if you are in playing mode, you cannot use the teleportation features of Multihome. Now, another thing that you could have done previously, and I don't even know why I'm mentioning this because you don't need to do it anymore, you could always have claimed a button and then put a position in and then just put your required number of players really high, say like 30 or 40 players or 100 or 200 if you want to go really high. The server's never had more than like 10 people on it at a given time. So you would be pretty much guaranteed that nobody would be able to get there to play the game. However, they could have gotten there by visiting as a ghost, which, depending on things, would have maybe not been good. There's also been a new, I don't have an example of it, a new bug fix reported again by What's-His-Face. My fault, of course. Everything that's an issue is my fault because I've written all the code for this. So, yeah, but huge shout out to him for reporting all of these errors that he's finding and telling me at least enough information so I can figure out what's going on. So the previous error that was discovered during the stream, was it discovered during the stream? I don't remember. You can go to a level as a ghost. I'm not here as a ghost though because I have my builder privileges. But if I was here as a ghost and then I did a task and nobody had ever played this level yet, it would try to add the XP to a table and the table wouldn't have been initialized. So it would just crash the server. So I fixed that on one of the methods of adding XP. So there's two different ways XP can be added. There is a simple one where you punch the button and that just gives you XP. And it doesn't, that's actually not the right one. This one changes the node. So now it looks the same, but it lights up now. It's a different node. So that's one type. And then the other type, here we go. This one doesn't actually change the node. But I think if I did that, I would probably crash the server. Currently, I don't think the changes have actually pushed. By the time this video goes live, they will have for sure though. But this one doesn't change the node. This one just, all it does is adds XP. And I didn't change this one, but I changed the backend code for this one. So this one wasn't crashing it anymore, but the button in there was. Also, what happens if I do this? Nothing. Okay, that's good. And I can travel back to the spawn. Beautiful. So that should be all of the crashes fixed. Oh, and to mention, this is big. This is big. So you know how you have your XP. So I have 61 XP right now. It's pretty neat, right? What if I want some more XP? Well, here, I'm visiting and I'm here as a ghost. So if we go to third person view, you can see I am invisible because I am in fact a ghost. Oh, and let's pull up our XP again. So 61 XP, keep that in mind. Let me go find some place that has a task. Is this door even something I can open? It's just straight up locked. Okay. I know if I go in here, there's a task down here. Oh, look at these nice crates. All right, so I can grab a parts request form. Keep in mind I had 61 XP, right? Keep that in mind. Also, you can reach this from down here, which is kind of sweet. I don't know if you should be able to. The point distance, I think, is still too far. That I've just never gotten fit. Yeah. That should only be possible when you're a builder. When you're a player, you shouldn't be able to reach that far. I don't know how to change that yet, though. All right, so again, keep in mind I had 61 XP. We come down here. We fix this. And now if I look at my XP, 62 XP. So now if you want to level up your XP, you can just actually go to levels as ghosts. And you can go around and do the tasks there, which has an added side bonus effect of you kind of, can learn the maps. So then when you're actually playing it for realsies, you kind of know where stuff's at. So you're like, oh, I know there's water here, but I know there's a ladder. I don't actually know where the ladder is, but there's a ladder someplace here that I can get out of. Or, hey, back over in this little tucked away, hidden, secluded corner, there's a power transformer that might be broken. Or, hey, if I swim underwater, there's a secret. Wait, they're actually... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I had no idea there's a secret passage down here. But there could be. And you could discover that while you're just playing for fun, but still earning XP. Now, unfortunately, I can't seem to actually find that ladder. So I'm stuck in the water. I could have sworn there used to be a... Wait, what in the... How am I traveling through this? That shouldn't... Should it? That's weird. Oh, because I'm a ghost. That's right. Ghosts can do crazy things. I don't know if I should mention all of that, though. Okay, so I actually might be stuck in this water. I don't see a ladder to get out on. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. I knew there was one someplace. Wa-dee-dee-dee-dee. Out of the water, finally. And I'm just going to go back to the lobby. And again, we can look at inventory. I have 62 XP. I could also go over here and see I have 62 XP. I don't really know what the point is of switching between the two to see your XP, but hey. Hey, it's a thing. And I'm also visible now. Yeah. I think that is it for anything new, actually. Staff only. But I am staff. Oh, I don't have my builder privileges. I can get to the staff only, man. Got to make sure my servers are working. Got to make sure the green room is good. Oh, I should have made it something out. It's a pretty boring room there. So don't feel bad that you can't get into it. It's literally just an empty room with some servers in it to make noise. That, I believe, is it for any updates. I don't think I put the sync in, but I think that was it for new nodes. I don't remember any others. Oh, I added I almost forgot about that. I added a fire hydrant. So, yes. Oh, that's not optimal. I forgot these were slabs. Okay, well then, where do you put this? I'd have to put it in the street. I'd have to put it way up here. What firefighter wants to run this far from the street? Nobody ever puts their fire hydrants way up there. That's an issue. In this case, at least it is. Obviously, if you were building... I mean, I suppose I could have built the whole street as the slabs and then had this the full nodes. But then I couldn't put my painted lines on it. Anyway, there's a fire hydrant now. If this looks familiar, it shouldn't because it's a brand new model. It is kind of similar to an old modding video I did. But turns out that one was made to a 10th grid, I guess, instead of a 16th grid. So, yeah, it didn't fit with the strict qualifications and standards that I have for the models on here. So I just pretty much remade it, but to the right spacing and stuff, so the pixels line up properly. So every scene here lines up on a 2-pixel interval, basically, is how the meshes work. Nobody cares about that though, but yeah, it's rebuilt, but if it looks similar, it's not the same, but it's kind of the same. Anyway, that's gonna wrap this one up. Hopefully there's something useful to you in these new updates so you can build cool stuff. Also, I will mention, as I had a comment thread going with somebody, and I'm sorry I cannot remember what your name was, all of the assets in here, models, textures, I guess sound effects too, you can use in other games. I mean, obviously you have to make sure you're following licensing stuff, and not all of the content is created by me, so you can't just use a generic licensing thing to cover it, and some of them have different licenses. But you can, whoever you were, and again, I'm sorry, I can't remember what your name was, you were interested in the security fence here, you can definitely grab the fencing or the fire hydrant, the mailboxes, any of these things, and you can throw them into your own mods or you can rip the mods out from Trader. But if you do that, there's a pretty good chance stuff's not going to work, because this was not built with anything but itself in mind. So yeah, if you try using some of this code, you might get some bad things happening. You might have to change some stuff around, but I leave that up to you as a, what do they call that? An exercise to you, the reader. Although you're not reading, you're listening. Although maybe you're reading and listening, multitasking. Look at you. You're very efficient. Anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another video, and I will see you then.